I've read so many books and done so many courses, and yet I was just sitting down thinking, what should I make a video about? And then I was like, okay, I guess this is why people have scripts. This is why people have a niche. This is why you write stuff down first before you get on camera. And it's starting to add up now. It's adding up because I just hit record and I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. And I am trying to figure it out while I stand here instead of planning, because once I start to plan, I kind of have a little loop that I go into about planning and revising and planning and revising and then attempting to take action, but then no, let's edit the plan some more. And we do nothing about it. And so I am here. But I will tell you a little story about my mom. We were in Jamaica at I don't remember what the place is called, but it was where they have the bobsled and the zip lining. And I know people are gonna kill me because how do you not remember the name? But anyways, yeah, so to get from the bottom up into the mountain, they have like this, I don't remember what it's called, but like when you go on a ski lift, something like that, and the drop, just looking down is like so scary. And when I was there with my mom, she was like silent, but usually she's, talkative or, being fun. And she was so silent, and I was I was like clutching onto the thing, like, don't look down, just like get out your phone, take a little video or picture of the moment, like me, my mom, and my sister, and also the skyline, the ship. I think there was a ship there, and just the view. And she would look so terrified, but I didn't really think too much about it. And then when we eventually got off to go do the zipline thing, she was like all the way in the back while me, my sister, and I think my brother was there. And the guide was like walking us to the place to strap us in and stuff. And then I went back and I was talking to her and I was like, hey buddy, what's going on? And then she was like, she is terrified. And I was like, really? I didn't really think you would be afraid of this. So we talked for a little bit and she was like, yeah, I am like really scared. And yet she did it. She was so terrified on that lift, but she didn't say anything. She was just like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm here, because we did a little video. And when we got off and we were talking, she was just like, yeah, I was so terrified, I was afraid, and I did it anyways. And that, I feel like, is the true testament of life. Like, I wrote a blog about it years ago, but of course I deleted it because it wasn't good enough. And it's kind of how I want to view life. Like, you feel the fear and do it anyways. Like, yes, it's scary, and we had fun. We went on the zip line and she was a little bit afraid in the first one, but that was nothing compared to that lift. Oh my god. I don't know if I'll do that again, but I'm learning to feel the fear and do it anyways. And it sounds like a nice quote, but it's actually possible. It's possible because I did for my birthday, I did skydiving where I was strapped to someone and jumped out of a plane. And when I look back on the videos, everybody was telling me that it looked like you passed out. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't recall. I can't confirm or deny if I did pass out on the way down. But obviously I'm here, so I landed. I'm safe. But you know, it takes practice to feel the fear, because I was excited. I was like, whoo, it's my birthday. I'm going to jump out of a plane. We're going to do skydiving because, you know, it's one of those things. And I was in the front and I had to like scooch over the edge of the plane while it's in the air, put my legs out for the guide to like jump with us. So I had to be in control. I had to make the decision to put my feet out in the middle of the sky before the guide can actually push us forward and, you know, do his thing, which was it was it was something. I probably won't do it again, but it was still one of those things where I remembered what happened with my mom, and I felt the fear, but I still did it because I went up in the plane and I was not about to come back down in the plane, because that was just not an option. I didn't even think about that. So there's another story where I didn't do the thing, but maybe at a later date we'll talk about that one. That one I feel like was even more scarier. But you know, you feel the fear, you know it's there, and you still do it. You still do it because you've already decided you're gonna do it. You've already made up your mind that, you know, this is what I'm going to do. And even right now, while I'm recording this video, I'm in a hotel and across the hall, they're vacuuming. But I've already decided that I'm making this video. I'm already 7 minutes in. We're at the end. So it is what it is. Hopefully it's not too loud, but you know, the message, you feel the fear and you do it anyways, because I don't know why. Why do you feel the fear and do it anyways? Because that's just life. That's just a part of life. Everything you've done, you had to do it at least once. You had to start it. You had to start it, which means at one point you've never done it before. So it's still a part of the human experience. Like, you feel the fear and you do it anyways. I'm sure, you know, when you were a baby, all babies, me included, like, it was scary going from crawling to walking, because, you know, now it's higher up where I could fall and hit my head. And yet we did it anyways. And now look at us walking around on 2 feet every day like it's no big deal, because that's what it eventually becomes. No big deal. And so I got on here to make a video, didn't have a topic, and I am making it no big deal, because that's just a part of life. So where can you feel the fear and do it anyways?